get hit anything.
No, you'd be right. What you've done is your arm speed's too fast.
Too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always takes me a while to get.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, it takes me half an hour, mate.
I never really knew about arm speed to start to watch your videos. Never really come into my head.
Neither does people serving
Yeah.
hand. Nobody ever thinks of that. Nobody ever thinks about putting the feet flat on the floor so they're not fucking wobbling all over the place. There you go, now wrong with that.
I never arm speed, and then I went and I bought a bin. Says to the wife, "Get me 12 ping pong balls. What do you want them for?" I says, "Learn to throw." "You've a fucking dartboard in the wall there." And I said, no, this is different.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the dartboard. You do it
I
without
took the dartboard down for 1 week, took it off the wall so I wasn't going through at it, and just popped away.
Yeah.
And it did work. It did definitely
Well,
work.
it does is it builds your muscles as well, your muscle memory, because when you're throwing in individualistic ways, you're using different parts of your bicep and everything, and the muscle underneath your arm, the one that runs up the front of there. I mean, it's hard, it might be hard to see, but mine is fucking massive.
Yeah.
But that's the only part of my arm that I use. Once you know how to do it, you start from.
How long have you the Samurai one?
I've had that up since I first did the first review on it, which must be 3 or 4 months. Yeah, you're not far off. It's only really your arm action that needs some work. Yeah, without any doubt. Right.
Yeah, I always thought my stance was good enough.
Yeah, stance is good. So I mean by how relaxed it is. There's just no effort in it at all.
I see, I stood more, you stand out more. I suppose you always sit standing like as if you're standing at the...
Yeah, as if you stood at the bar. And then all you're doing is you're just looking that way, and all I do is I tell people it's perfectly alright to have your foot flat like that, but I tell people to do that because it takes a little bit of strain off your knee. That's all.
Is that just that kind of shape or even more?
No.
Just like that?
Yeah, so as your actual, your shoe, so your shoe is on line with that, like that, so your shoe's lined up with it. That's how I do it, but obviously I've got bad knees.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who stand bog square on with like the heel against right across it like that.
There,
well that's it, it pulls your hips.
Yeah.
Whereas if you turn it that way and all, where the balls actually go into your skeleton, because this is where the Dynamite Dave stuff comes from. Your actual hips are not like that, they're like that.
That's right, yeah.
So if you turn it slightly out, it means that the ball is further into your body, so you're more stable. If you turn it out, what it does is you end up with an ache in your ass.
Yeah.
But if you've got it very slightly out like that, and when you sit, and also when you come to adjust down the board, your hips just rock backwards, so the ball's going further into your body, so that means that you're more stable. So you're locking. It's like when I say to people when they step up, I say to them, lock your hip out, so just let it, when you set up, just let it go like that, and then you look, you've got a straight line right down your body. Yeah, just all you're doing is just letting that hip just lock out.
Yeah, so
and that's all the weight you ever need.
Legs just kind of...
Yeah, so what you're doing is you can feel, all it does is it just rocks the weight onto your front foot.
So it's nearly like that left. It's not really like that, is it? Where that knee comes out here, no?
No, all you do is you just allow it to rock forward, keep your 2 legs straight like that, and just rock your hips out.
Just throw your hip out to the side.
Yeah, and that you'll find it'll lock all that side of your body up.
26 really frustrates me. Can't believe I'm bored. That board's fantastic.
It's dead quiet and all.
It's quiet board.
Yeah. I think that's Jack was saying the other day that a lot of what was he on that shot board?
Shot, yeah.
And he says all the boards are going really, really hard, but to be honest with you, it might be all right in competition, but it's no good if you've got it against a neighbour's fucking wall.
No.
Let's have a watch and see how you adjust. So do thingy, 1 for 20s and then 2 for 19s.
Right. I know now you're watching me, so I know to drop down like that. Sometimes can forget. Ooh.
There you go, you see when you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Same again.
Yes.
Oh, this always happens, this.
Huh?
This always happens.
What's that?
People are always alright once they start to relax. They're alright on the treble 20s, and then when you move them away from them. Good cover shot. That's the one. That's the one. I had one bloke said to me, he says, he says, you're telling me what I'm doing wrong. He said, you're not even looking at me. He said, I've got kids, mate, I've got eyes in my arse. He said, what? I said, I'm telling you. He says, no, he says, you're not, he said, you're not even looking at me. He said, you virtually got your back to me. I said, yeah, but that fucking TV hasn't.
Peripheral vision.
At the moment, that isn't pointing you, but sometimes I do that. If somebody's doing something, what I'll do is I'll just say to him, hang on a second, I'll just move the telly, and they'll think, why the fucking hell's he moving the telly? I'm moving the telly so I can see you. But I don't tell them that. I use all sorts, like that thing, see that light? I love using that for that. Like that there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You just use it, and then what I'll do is I'll turn it, and I can see in the light what you're up to.
What you're up to.
But you don't know that that's what I'm doing. Let's have a look at that. Come on, stick your arm up. That's better. A little bit more vertical. No, that's it. Elbow in like that. See there? And now. See there? And now let it come out to the side of your face. That's it there. That's where you want to be, yeah. So, you didn't think you'd get them anywhere near bull, did you? Like you say, it feels weird.
It does. It's just getting that right set up all the time.
Well, all it's a matter of doing is just when you're on your own and you're practicing, just take your time. Take your time, make sure you're in the right spot, throw your 3 arrows, then set yourself up again. And seriously, within a couple of weeks, it becomes second nature.
Yeah.
It really does become second nature.
So I need to come out like that.
Just to the side of your face, just a tiny bit to the side of your face, that's all.
So you're nearly there, it's not too
Well,
bad.
where you get it in front of you, like that, right? Just allow your arms to swing out. Don't pull your arm out, just get your arm vertical so it's like that. So it's right in front of your face. If you stood square on, it's right in front of your face. And all you do is allow your shoulders to come out till you can see past it. And then it's just straight in and straight back out. It's a little bit better, you try to alter it with your fingers and everything. What you're doing is you've got to the right spot, but you're still trying to force the arrows.
Still trying to force it.
The first 2 or 3 visits, you did it absolutely spot on, which is what everybody does. And then your old way is trying to creep back in again. Yep. Your first 2 or 3 days are going to be the hardest 3 days that you will ever do. But if you stick to it, like I say, then it just gets easier and easier and easier. All it is just like learning how to use a new hammer or or to drive a new car. It's like I say to people, it's just like if you drive a car, it's like swapping the pedals over. If I swap the throttle with the clutch, you'd be fucked for 2 days, and then after that you'd be able to drive it like you do. You drive your car now. We used to have it with the motorbikes because racing gears are upside down. There you go. That's that, about 5 minutes. We've been doing it 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe.
About that. I can feel it.
don't worry about that. You're going to get that because you're used to being in an
so I'm not out stretching or nothing, it's just...
Yeah, but what it is you're used to being in an unnatural position,
Yeah.
which is natural for you.
Yeah.
The most natural thing in the world is to be stood upright with your arm like that. Once you do that and you get used to it, all that will go away.
Yeah.
That'll go away.
I thought maybe it was training something there, but no.
No, all it is just it's. That's why I always say when you're first doing it, 5-10 minutes, then 10-15 minutes, and make sure you have a break in between. I know, compared to before, your accuracy there is very, very minimal. It's minimally less effective than it was before. So if you think about it, you've converted to something and you're that accurate already, what you're going to be like in 6 weeks' time.
Yeah. As long as I know I'm getting my arm up dead straight, you know, I can then. I just don't want to.
Well, what I'm going to do is, like I say, I'll chop this down, I'll edit it for you, and then what I want you to do is about once a week, film yourself.
Yeah.
All you need is your phone. Put your phone up underneath your board, film yourself for 4 or 5 visits, and then sit down and watch it.
Watch it.
And then you can think to yourself, fuck me, my arm's gone back in again. See, that's 1,000 times better than it was when you walked in here. And you'll see that when I edit that up. The difference in the way that your arm was over in front of your face and you're throwing from underneath your eye, and now you're throwing from the side of your face and it's no less effective. That's it. Just trust your body. The last one, you tried to force it.
Force it, yeah.
Once you start putting that fling into it,
Yeah.
darts are going to go all over the place. So it's just nice and relaxed. That's it, nice slow arm speed, and just plop them into the board. There we go. And again, nice and relaxed. There you go.
It is a nice way of throwing, but it's, as I say, I know it feels smooth, but it's just getting into that position.
Yeah. Well, like I say, that is going to take you maybe 2 weeks for that to become natural for you. But once it becomes natural for you, you'll never go back. Or should I say, you'll never want to go back. Nice and slow. Stop stabbing them. There we go.
So I lost the stab a wee bit. It's gone slightly.
Yeah, it's less. It's diminishing.
Yeah.
You can tell when you do it, they're going in the 5s and the 1s. When you actually try and force the dart, and that's what it is you've got like a little whack-a-mole that comes up every now, and it'll happen probably for 3 months or 4 months. Every now and again you'll do 1 or 2 and you'll go, fucking hell, what am I doing? But it does, it's just your demons just keep coming back and yeah, like that, trying to drag you back down again. And the amount of people that I've had that have gone away and like 6 months later they've said, I'm back to the way that I used to throw. And I think I've just started trying to throw your way again. In 10 minutes I'm back to throwing decent.
Oh, mad there. Must have took a long time to perfect that.
2.5 years I spent building it, research and development, proper muscle motors, skeletal performance, ligaments, joints, everything. Because I'm one of these, mate. Because I'm a born engineer. I've been an engineer since I left school, and it was one of them. I've been playing probably the same as 99% of people. I'd come back to it after having a long layoff, having kids and shit like that. And I was playing and I thought, I love the game, but I'm fucking shite. And I thought to myself, Dave, you're an engineer. There's got to be a way of throwing darts properly. And my missus said to me, she says, why don't you, she said, just sit down and have a think about it. So that was the start of it. I was off ill from work, and I just thought to myself, there's got to be a way. So I climbed up into this, it wasn't here, it was in the other house, climbed up into the loft, got my action man out, stood him up, and I thought, yeah, like, because his arm's like that, bent anyway, and I thought, hang on a minute, got his shoulder and went like that. I thought, yeah, there's because everybody's skeleton's the same, don't matter how fat, how thin you are, whether you've got boobs or not, it don't matter. Everybody's skeleton is the same. And I just thought to myself, why do most people throw crap? So I started watching videos, and I thought to myself, what's all this helicopter shit that everyone's doing? Why are they doing that? And I thought, well, you're doing it as well. Why am I doing it? And then the missus said to me, she says, because, she says, when you start playing darts, somebody goes like that. I said, they give them you. I said, you just swing them at the board. That's what she said, you just throw them at the board, don't you? I said, yeah. She said, well, that's why everybody's styling is similar but different, because you learn from your peers who are around you, but nobody ever teaches you how to throw a dart. And that's the arguments that I've had on the channel and what have you. And I turn around to him and say, well, why does your kid need to be learning how to kick a football properly then? There is no proper way of kicking a football, is there? Well, of course there is. I said, yeah, and there's a proper way of throwing a dart as well. I said, it's just that nobody's ever bothered with it before. So through all the years of darts competitions and all that sort of stuff, nobody's bothered with it. Everybody's just accepted that you just throw darts whichever way you want. I don't believe we've been going off for 1 hour and 50 minutes, would you?
Jeez.
See, back to back 140s.
We've had that treble 20, right? That board's not even marking.
No.
Great board. Far better than the Samurai 2, without a doubt. Unless I just got a...
It's possible you could get a bad one, but
possible.
The new ones are all
still a good board. I still think it's better than the Blade, like, don't get me wrong, but
the blades have gone downhill. You know something, I used to swear by them, absolutely swear by them, but they've gone downhill big time. They really have. That's what I was saying to you about
that's the
the
Gladiator, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Now, where is she? That one, right? Seriously, this board was up for a week. Now that one was like brand new for 3 months. But you can see, look at how bent that is. So when you think they're 58 quid, I paid £58 for that. And I don't think it's value for money.
No, I haven't.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that'll be alright in pub.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where we'll be going in a couple of weeks, it'll be going in pub. But is it 50 quid's worth? No, it isn't. No, it's not. It's not 50 quid's worth. 27 quid they are, mate.
The Samurai
27 or 28 quid they are. The Samurai 2's £32.95. Yeah, but for 32 quid, you know what I mean? That's like, it's nothing. For a dartboard, that's nothing. I don't think it is anyway.
We'll see Ryan when I go back about the Samurai 1. Definitely a better board.
See if he's got any in stock. because they're an old board,
Yeah.
they're cheaper. As well, because they're an old model, they're cheaper. I think the only thing is with the Samurai 2 is that I think the actual segments are a bit brighter or something, somebody was saying. The more HD.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't think it. I mean, I think the white on that is white enough for me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot better than like the unicorns used to be. It was like brown, wasn't it?
Right there, aye.
Like a brownie colour. Right, go on. Shoot a kick off.
Oh,
always
nice
give the
result.
opponent. Always the guest always has.
Mugs away.
Do you know something? Phil Taylor always said that. He says if I win, and this was when he was world champion. He said if I win the bull, he said I give it away.
Give it away.
And it's the same, exactly the same thing. Before I'd even heard him say it, I said, because your opponent is easiest to break in the first leg, and he did like just there you go. That's exactly what it is.
60. You just run your score and that's it. You don't have to hit anything.
Just the arrow at the bottom.
Oh, just the arrow.
So yeah, watch. So yours was
60.
60.
I know. Okay.
Dead easy. And then if you do anything wrong, little banana at the top just takes you back one. Dead good. So you put my scores in, I put yours in, it just makes it flow better. Oh dear.
81.